Hello and welcome to Nigel's Workbench. On the workbench today we have an Amstrad CPC 464. Just about managed to get it in frame, as these are pretty wide computers at nearly 2 feet across, which is probably what, about 60 centimeters. Anyway, oh, what's happened? It's gone off. The main problem with this one is a dodgy power switch. So sometimes when you, seems to be working again at the moment, sometimes when you turn it on it comes on, and now it's not, no, there we go. So sometimes you switch it on and it doesn't work, so basically that's in because of the power switch, and it also needs probably new belts on the cassette. So first thing I'm going to do is take it apart. So we have 6 Phillips screws, 1 in each corner and 2 in the middle. Okay, all the screws are out, so what we need to do now is disconnect the inside, and we've got a cable here that goes to the cassette deck, so we need to pull that out, and over this side we have the keyboard. So I'll unplug them, a couple of ribbon cables, keyboard out of the way. So it's looking rather dusty inside, so I think what I'll do first is take the screws out and take the motherboard out and give the case and the motherboard a bit of a dusting. So are these screws the same? No, these screws in the motherboard are smaller than the case screws, and there's, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like there's 9. So, right, this strap is on now. So now the motherboard to come out. Yes, looks quite good that actually, but a bit dusty. So we'll take that and dust that. Here's a closer look at the motherboard. The motherboard itself isn't really that big. It's the extra cassette deck, extra space of the cassette deck, and the number keypad that makes it so wide. So now I've done that bit, I'll get the keyboard on and have a look at that switch. Right, here's the on-off switch. So this appears to be 2 screws goes into the casing. Those out. Out, and there's actually an earth screw there as well, so like a little metal piece there, so I have to remember to put that back on the casing. Right, so may need a new switch, but what I'm going to do is take the metal part off. These are 2 machine screws here. Let's get that bit off. Does this plug in or is it soldered? No, I think it plugs in. Right, there's be soldering iron on. Soldering iron is on. So what I'm going to do, desolder this switch, and I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up. See if I can actually get it apart. I'm not certain whether I can. If I can't, it might mean a replacement. What I'm doing here, I've just marked with a Sharpie the wire, and I'm going to mark there as well. But as the switch is, the red wire is on the left, and there is actually like a small arrow there, so the red wire goes to where that. Right, soldering iron should be heated up now, so I will get these cables off if I can. Should these wires up late when I put it back together. Also, might need a belt. There's probably two belts on here. So I could say, does the tape counter go on that one? I think there may be one for the tape counter as well. So that's the main belt. I'll just whip this circuit board off so I can see what's underneath it. Put this strap back on. Right. This little clip that's holding the wires in. Come off. Just to be up, if I lift it up enough, there's a wire thing here. So what's holding it? Yeah, there's a belt down there as well. So what's holding this on? Going down there. I think I'm going to have to cut this cable tie to put another one on when I finish. Right, so I'm going to cut this cable tie. A little bit easier. Yeah, there's a wheel down there. And I don't think doesn't look to be a belt on the counter. So I will have to get the whole thing out. Don't look too bad, it's not perished. Might just be the tape counter. Okay, we'll concentrate on this switch first anyway and get back to that. Right, so here's the switch. Don't know whether I can get this apart. I'm going to try and lever up these tabs on the sides. Yeah. Need a screwdriver. Right, that's good. So the metal bit comes off. Means you can take the whole switch out, and there's only that one bit on there. Yep. Right, so if I give that a bit of a clean up. Totally out of focus, wasn't it? Like a glass pen, and just slightly brush on the contacts in the oxidisation off from both sides. And in here as well, there's just one tab there, one in there, which I can't get up. Inside here, bits where it connects up. And this one has got, this is the bit that actually connects. It's just like a, you can see that, it's just like a little piece on a tiny spring. I think it's plastic, I don't think it's metal, because what it does, it pushes on the metal piece like a spring part, and then it'll connect both sides, so it will connect one side or the other depending on which way you push it. There we go. So I'll try and put this back together now. Hopefully I can remember how to do that. Yeah, I think that's right. I'll put the metal piece on. That's the way up, that way. Meter test probes, so what I'm going to do is just try and see if I can check it. So that should be off. I'll switch it that way. So that's off. That's off. Right. I think that should fix that. So where's my pliers? Sounds good. This was a handy little tool, I'll tell you about this. Got this from AliExpress. Very simple. It's actually for doing two wires. You put a wire in there and a wire in that one, and it just clamps the wire so you can solve it. I find it's quite handy for little jobs like this. I can just put this switch in here, like that. My probes on the back, so just hold it in place while you test it. So get on the thing. There we go. Hang on. Yeah, that's good. Just got to solder the wires back on, and here you go. I put the wires back through the holes on the switch. Got some bit of solder on it. Like that, and then in there. Yeah. Right, so put these small screws in here. Hooks through there. This thing bit goes on the top. Okay, I had a flat battery there on my camera, so yeah, replace the switch, put it back in again, everything's working fine there. Now I'm just going to take the tape deck out and have a look at the belts. So I think the belt might be a bit loose. I have tried cleaning the tape head. Oh, there's an earth on that one, look, just there. There we go. Oh, that's the one that goes around to that switch. Yeah, so I just need to undo the screws that are holding it in, which are around the base. So we've got us 3, possibly one in there. Yeah, there is. Longer screwdriver. There's one inside there, I believe. Yeah, there's one in there. Just inside this circuit board. I think the other one may be this one on the corner of the motor. So that's 5 screws. We've got another one. Something's holding it. Okay, so I sussed that bit. You have to eject the flap. It's the flap that holds it in. Right, okay. I think the tape deck part's alright. The counterpart's alright. That was going round. So what we need to do is have a look at the belt. Doesn't look that bad. I think I'll take out these screws again, which I took out earlier, and take the belt off completely. See if I can actually measure it, find out what size it is. So get that out of the way, and the belt should come off. Right, okay. What we're going to have to do here is yeah, I'm going to have to take this screw out. Hang on, what's happening here? This screw here, I think then the belt will go underneath it. Yeah. That's out. Now I'm hoping I can get this underneath where this screw goes to get the belt off. Yes, there we go. So that's the belt is out. Right, this belt is of a Spectrum Plus 2A. I think it might be a bit tighter than a normal one that goes on here. But it may work. Better to be too tight than not tight enough. Right, so where does that go? What? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Yeah. Right, okay, I'll put the screws back in and then give it a go. Handy little tip for you. The circuit board, it's best to have that out the way, lifted up so that you can get at this bit down here, this one. There's a screw goes in there, I don't know whether you can see it, but much easier to put this screw in before you put the circuit board on, because otherwise you've got to go through this hole here and it's quite fiddly. Okay, all back together. Switch on, there we go. Now then, let's see, where's my cassette gone that I was using? Let's see if we can do a basic program and save it. Right, we're going to save HW, hello world. Wind the tape on. Let me zoom out again. And wind the tape on until we see the actual tape past the leader tape. There's an awful lot of leader tape in this tape. Is it working? Yeah, it seems it's going. Oh, there we go. Right, so we're going to start it a little bit past that to there. Tape in. Right, now press, see if we can get everything in frame. Press enter. Press record and play, then any key. Right, press record and play. Press enter. No, the tape is still getting stuck.